here. So I just want to make sure that everything looks good before we go live. Yep. Testing, testing. I'm live, baby. So I just wanted to jump over here and I know that I have a handful of new subscribers. So I just wanted to just introduce myself, and I just wanted to start off by saying I'm extremely thankful for every new subscriber that has subscribed, helped me go after my next goal of reaching the 500 subscriber that I had set a goal for myself. So I thank every single subscriber. Definitely appreciate the love, the great support, all the amazing commenters, supportive, and helping me really truly feel more and more comfortable being able to go live. So I always like to start with that, and just live, just basically just for y'all guys to get to know me, ask me questions. Feel free to ask me questions. Of course, always keep it keep it respectful. Definitely keep it respectful. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about that and what some of my decisions has been leading up to this point. So for those that don't know me, my name is Kenny. It's a pleasure to have you on my channel. It's a pleasure to even have you here so we can fellowship and grow. Uh, a little bit about myself. I just turned recently, not recently, but I'm 41, and this has been a goal of mine to do a YouTube channel for a very long time. Of course, just like everybody else, probably uploaded one, two videos, and probably took it down because they didn't feel they just was lacking the confidence, or um, for whatever reasons, uh, not being able to stay consistent in making these videos. But this year, I made a promise to myself that I will stay consistent and continue to make these videos through the downs, the up, the good, the bad, and hopefully feel more and more comfortable in making these videos. So, um, if you haven't watched my previous video, my goal this year not wasn't only to stay consistent, but to also be able to work towards getting my boat license or operation license, which I was able to get maybe about a month ago. I was able to get my operation license. So now I'm in pursuit of getting my captain license. And so the hardest part becoming a captain license, getting your captain license or pack license, as some people might call it, is definitely the seat time. That's where I'm having the most issue is the seat time, and more important, just finding someone that can either work with me or like allow me to be able to become a deckhand on their boat. And in order for me to be able to get my seat time, it has been extremely difficult for that. Luckily, as of recently, I did found a program within my area where on weekends it allowed me to work on the boat as a deckhand, volunteering, and it allowed me to start getting some of my seat time. And so for every Saturday that I happen to volunteer, we go out. So it's about, I get about 4 hours of seat time, which is definitely grateful, and definitely is a blessing to be able to go that route. But I also know that in order for me to really build my seat time in 360 days, just so I can get my pack license, because at the end of the day, my goal is to leave Philadelphia and move to Florida. And Florida, Puerto Rico, any part of the Caribbean, um, and truly make into a business. That's what it's all about for me. Is like I'm starting over my life after the age of 40, and I know a lot of people can relate to this that are either close to 40 or a little over 40, and that's through going through ups and down, and getting to the point in life when you realize you know been on this earth for 41 years, and I'd be lucky if I'm able to get another 35. Um and so with that being said, like, my thing is, I told myself that will go after every dream I always had and not worry about the outcome. Just continue to work towards it and continue to thrive. And hopefully, one day I can reach that goal of getting to um, get my dreams. So, in the meantime, I had to make a huge decision where either A, I can buy a cheaper boat, cheaper boat, and maybe on and throughout the week, maybe log 2 to 3 days so I can get my sea time, or I can actually go and build my dream boat. And I'm finding that yeah, there's a lot of cheaper boats on marketplace, but you'll realize, man, a lot of those boats on marketplace you'll find at 3 grand, or either like huge fishing boats that most of their value is coming from their engines, and most of their engines are shot or are gone. And with the price of diesel and gas right now, where everything has is going on in the world, you know, I don't think that's the direction I want to go. Like a um, big fishing boat, like a Seacraft or a Viking, or uh, just those big fishing boats. That's not the direction I want to go. And even though it'll be um it'd be a good idea once I have my captain license to be able to use that boat as a party boat, especially if I can get something like close to the 40 feet, 42 feet. It'd be a great, even 32 feet would be great because I know in Puerto Rico when I was just out there not too long ago, there was so many people out there that had 32 foot boats. And but for me, I feel as that it'll make more sense, um, something within like the 32 feet to 40 feet range, something that has like a big deck where plenty of space for me to be able to take people out. Not necessarily fishing, because that's not the direction I want to go, or the goal that I have to go fishing, take people fishing. My goal is to be able to take be able to take people on more like tours, be able to take people on see sunsets, and that's definitely the direction I want to go. So I'm stuck between either building a boat, like like something that's 42 feet. Now I don't have any experience building a boat, but one thing I have noticed on YouTube that the bigger your dream is, the more help you receive, and the bigger your dream is, um, and the more you're consistent in going after your goals and dreams on YouTube, the more help you do receive, the more support you receive. You're definitely rewarding. So I don't want to reinvent the wheels, but to be able to build a nice boat, like I said, like and gain that experience of building it, I'm hoping that people can support that dream of mine and help me, lean towards it. So these are the things that I'm looking for. If anybody out there is willing to help me out with this dream of mine or connect with me. So for starters, if you're someone that have a boat and you're willing to teach me the ropes of trying to get my seat time, definitely connect with me. Please put your information in the comments. I definitely will reach out to you. If you're an individual that have like any type of mechanical experience that is willing to teach me, because I would like to go, if I'm going a direction of building something that's more like a electric boat, like something like tours, sunsets. Uh, I'm definitely gonna be leaning towards electric motors. So with that being said, I would need something more like, if you have that type of experience, or you can help me with fiberglass work, or you want to show me, some fiberglass work, please put your information as well. That would be valuable. And this is one of the things that I feel. Um, One of the things I feel like being able to build community on YouTube, uh, be able to build a community is so important because it's like building like a network of people that we can connect and learn from one another. At this point, I'm not sure what value I can offer, but I am willing to learn and help you. If you have to have a shop, like fiberglass shop, I wouldn't mind volunteering there and just learning the ropes. So if you actually own a shop, um, get the information as well. I definitely will, um, I'm willing to learn and grow. So, like I said, man, if anyone on here have any question for me, if anybody just want to bust it up and get to know each other, hit me up. Let me know how you feel. Put your question in the comments, and I definitely don't have no problem answering your questions. You know, like I said, this is something new for me. I um never didn't like I said, this is the first time that I've been able to really uh just be open and vulnerable, especially online, because it's not one of those things that is like being online is definitely not one of those things that is easy. So it's like being on here and be able to talk to you guys and pour and tell you how I feel and try to be as consistent as possible. It's not easy. Definitely not easy. But I feel like as the more I do it, it'll become more easier. The bigger the community I'm able to build, it'll definitely become easier as well. And my goal is that y'all guys can follow along and y'all can learn from my mistakes. If you're interested in going into the marine industry and you don't want to make the same mistakes, allow me to be your guinea pig. So just subscribe. You know what I mean? Show the support. But I just like I said, I just wanted to make a quick video, just kind of introduce myself, kind of telling you what my goals and dreams are. I'm hoping that I can connect with someone. And if you've been on here long enough to, just view my video, and you definitely there's something that you can that you can follow or support, then like I said, you don't always have to donate or anything like that. You can just become just subscribe, that's free. Like my videos, that's free. I definitely appreciate it. Or if you don't feel like doing none of that stuff, I appreciate you just watching. Um, that means a lot to me too, because it's still helping me get my view time. But I'm really hoping by the end of this year to really start working on this. So I'm right now, as of right now, not like I said, on the weekends, I'm working on getting my seat time volunteer. So I'm not sure because this weekend will be my first weekend. I'm not sure exactly if I'm allowed to record. So as time goes on, I feel more comfortable. Hopefully, I can bring you guys along with me and show you how does it look being a deckhand, volunteering as a deckhand to get your seat time. Uh, and more important, my main goal is to be able to find like a little lot or something so I can start building this boat. But I'm really leaning towards building my own boat. That's versus buying one. I really don't want to buy a boat. Like I said, a lot of times you go marketplace and those boats are beat up. They most times don't have a title. You'll find a lot of times you go in there and these boats don't have a title, falling apart. And I just feel like if you're gonna take that route and where we at right now with the price of gas and everything, you know, I don't know if that's the right move, but I do like the idea of being able to build something that supports a power electric and maybe like a hybrid electric slash small motor that can get you around in the coastal water, more like a party boat. And that's the direction. So it's like I said, I want to be able to not only build this boat, build my time, but also build this business. So I also want to be able to get into the business aspect of building this out. So I'm hoping that as I build this bow out and building this business out, y'all guys can, just like I said, like y'all can learn. I can offer enough value where y'all can learn or see what mistakes I'm making, so y'all guys don't make the same mistakes, and I can shorten your time up. So if you have any advice for me, if you have any advice, or if you've been in the marina industry for a long time, and you know something, I definitely, man, I appreciate any any advice, any suggestions, I definitely appreciate it. So, like I said, man, everything's important. Every little bit is important towards my goal and dream. Um, so as of right now, I know soon I'll be launching my hat collection. So I'm hoping I can use that money from the hats that I'm selling to actually be able to not only buy the materials, but more important to be able to. How do you join? For as of right now, you can just by subscribing, man, subscribing, and I appreciate you even asking. So for now, just subscribe and like I said, we can connect. Put your information in the comments, and we can connect. Appreciate that. I appreciate all the subscription, man. I appreciate that. I'm super humble. I appreciate every single person because helping me get to my goal. So yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it for subscribing. Definitely, that means a lot to me. But like I said, man, like if anyone has any knowledge on the industry and want to give me advice, or not just me, but by you putting your advice on here, we all get to share it. You sharing your advice with every single subscriber. You're sharing your advice with even future subscribers or people that you know might have something negative to say or have their own opinion, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Like I really appreciate it. So yeah, I appreciate, man. Listen, that makes me feel so good that someone actually subscribe. I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate every single person that follows or subscribe. That means a lot to me because one thing about building a YouTube channel, this has not been easy. Like I said, I've been at this for a few months now, and I feel like if you watch my videos from the beginning to where we at now, I'm starting to feel more and more comfortable. But I'm also being real with you, like being real with everyone. It's like one thing about life is there's moments you go ups, there's moments you goes down. There's times in these last few months where I felt like I'm so close to being able to jump on this car and just go to Florida and just start because I live in Philadelphia, so we don't have a marina industry. So it's like it's not something that is not existing here. And but I know in Florida, there's plenty of opportunities out there, but it's not as easy to just being able to pick up and leave or pick up and go to Florida. I do have a kid, and my kid's still in school, and I have a sick mom and everything like that. So I still have responsibility and obligation here. I know my daughter's closest to being done school, and that makes things a little more easier. In the meantime, I still want to be able to work on get my seat time. So you know, I'm not just doing nothing. But I'm pretty sure there's so many people out there that just want to be able to pick up and go and just start fresh, especially once they hit a certain age in their life. So, but we all know that it's not that easy. It's not as easy as picking up and going. But we can continue to work on it. I'm going to continue to work on the goals of being able to reach to get out there to Florida. Definitely want to get out there in Florida because, like I said, there's so much opportunities out there, and especially if I'm able to buy something in Florida for 15 to $20,000, like a piece of lot or lot, where I can start building a boat and maybe like a little somewhere to stay. Hey, I want to say welcome everyone to the chat. Welcome everyone to the chat. Appreciate all the support. Definitely appreciate all the support. So all the love people show, it means a lot. So like I said, I just wanted to make a quick video. I'm about to jump off. Like I said, my goal is for every Wednesday. Hopefully, my goal is to be able to have like some type of link where people can just connect with me, come on here live with me. We can talk, have conversation. If that's something that y'all guys would be interested in, or that's something that definitely let me know in the comments. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm able to send invites. So if you're interested in coming on here and you just want to connect with me every Wednesday night, like a let's make a time like I want to commit to every Wednesday night around 10. I'm wanting to put if you're interested in connecting with me and being able to just be on here live with me and so we can have a conversation and talk about the marine industry, or just you just want to talk, whatever, you just want to have a conversation. Definitely put your information in the bottom. Let me know if you're available on Wednesdays. Let me know your information. Now, like I said, I will send you an invite for the following week, and that's how we'll do it. So we'll every week. If you put the information every week, I'll select maybe four people, four people that we can go live and we can just have a conversation. What about it can be about definitely I prefer if it's about the marine industry, but if you just want to have a conversation, I'm with it too. As long as you keep it respectful, keep it respectful more than anything, and you keep it within the topic that I'm interested in. And but like I said, if you find yourself that you're an individual that just want to have a conversation, you find yourself that you don't have too many people to have conversation with, I'm okay with that too. You just want to talk, we can jump on here and have a conversation. But starting next week, so that's my new commitment. Every Wednesday at 10 o'clock at night, I'm committing to being on here for about an hour and just being busted up and talk to people. It can be about anything, but I prefer we was talking about the marina. So if you have marina industry, if you have fiberglass experience, if you have anything with power, like electrician or anything like that, let me know. And like I said, we can connect. I can ask questions. You can ask me questions, and we can go from there. Peace and love, family. Welcome to all the new subscribers that has subscribed. Y'all guys mean a lot to me. I really appreciate it, and I'm hoping that you know y'all guys can take enough value out of me from this channel I'm hoping that maybe I can inspire somebody that that find itself in a point in their life that is over 40, or not even necessarily 40, but just find yourself in a situation where you know not knowing where to go, but just want to start over again. And I'm hoping I can inspire you to have the courage to start over again. Whether you lost your job, whether you lost your wife, your husband, whether you lost a child. I can't relate to nothing. I can't relate to losing a child. But if you just want to vent, we all here for you. A lot of times we find ourselves that people find themselves at an older age and not have no one to talk to or not no one to relate to. So if you just find yourself wanting to start over again, let's start over again together, man. Let's join the start over crew. Like I said, if you want to jump on live with me next week every Wednesday, I'm picking four people to go live with me. We can just bust up talk. Put your information in the comment and let me know how I can reach out to you, and I'll send you a link so we can go live. Peace and love, fam. Thanks for the support.